Hi, my name is Jonas, this is Sublime Media, and on this channel I talk about records and record related stuff. Like today, when I'm going to try to show a little bit of appreciation for the YouTube channels that I have spent the most time with 2023. So except for the first place, it's not a top list or anything like that. I won't rank them against each other. That would be insane, and I don't have an exact statistic of how much I have spent with every single one. When it comes to number one, it's just the channel that has given me the most when it comes to knowledge and information, joy, and I also have spent a lot of time watching. So I started off 13 years ago, I think, on YouTube, showing records and talking about records. We were a handful of people doing that, showing our ugly faces on YouTube, talking about music that no one liked, and showing a format that was dead. But times changed, and nowadays the community, if that even is a thing, has grown to be something so huge. And it's awesome, because there is something for everyone. And if you're into a specific genre, there is a channel for you to watch, and that is so damn cool. And I just want to point out also that I don't take it for granted. I know I have a channel. I know how much job is put down, so much effort, energy, money in equipment to finally be able to share your knowledge and your collection with people all over the world for free. I have learned so much about this hobby these 13 years that I've been here. I don't think I could have ever learned that much without this community, without YouTube, and I thank you all for that. But there are some channels that I have spent a lot of time with 2023, so I just wanted to talk about them and show appreciation. And I'm gonna start with Dylan, Noble Records. I mean, obviously I'm going to talk about Dylan, because Dylan is probably the one collector out there that I have the most in common with. We have the same taste in music. It feels like that anyway. We look for the same stuff. Even if he is in the States and I'm in Sweden, it feels like we are hunting the same records. So when I'm sitting down watching a video with Dylan, I know that I'm in for a treat, a hell of a ride. Dylan is also one of the coolest persons online. He's just a genuinely good dude. And we all need to be more like Dylan, I think. And the next one I want to talk about is Melinda Murphy. So even if I don't agree with everything that Melinda says, and also if I don't listen to all the music that Melinda listens to, I love her approach to this. Just take it for what it is. And she has the best voice also. She talks very calmly. So when it comes to some of the topics that she has brought up this year, I love it. She's not afraid of going a little bit outside of her comfort zone also. And obviously the audiophile pressings that she shows, so entertaining, like really. So thank you so much, Melinda. I enjoyed every single video that I watched this year. The next one, no surprise, it's Massey. Massey has a great channel, and what I love about Massey and his opinions also is that he does a lot of videos, a lot of content. He's so passionate about music and records. And again, I don't take everything for granted, but you can almost count on Massey giving us at least 2 videos every week. But not only that, Massey is on the other places on the net, like the Hoffman Forum. So as I said, extremely passionate. What I also like about Massey's channel is that he's not afraid of going a little bit outside of the box. He has done some videos about music-related videos, about photography, films, and books. And I wish I had more time to do videos like that, because I don't only collect vinyl, I collect music-related books also, and I have a pretty vast film library. I majored in film studies back in the day, so I think that I have something to contribute with when it comes to those topics also. But I don't find time to do it. So records is enough. So that's what I love about Mass's channel. The next one I want to show appreciation for is Dennis Deep Cuts. Dennis is the lead singer of Refused, who put out The Shape of Jazz, Shape of Punk to Come. So one of the biggest artists here in Sweden. He's also one of the biggest record collectors. And when I had a conversation with him on my channel a little bit over a year ago, I think, he said that he was thinking of starting a channel of his own, and just I think a month or two afterwards he started his channel. Every single video that he has put out is insanely good. The topics, everything, like, and his collection is to dream of. And for me, growing up with Dennis as one of the coolest dudes of the celebrities here in Sweden, to be able to sort of sit down in his living room, listening to him, showing his records, talking about music is so unique. I love it, and I'm eating up everything that he puts out. And I've spent a lot of time with Dennis' channel this year. If you don't subscribe to him, check it out at least. Highly recommended. I think the next one don't come as a surprise. This is Jazz Bums. I've spent a lot of time with Jazz Bums videos for different reasons. I mean, the topics are good. I don't watch everything, but when they are good, it's very, very good. And the reviews and the comparisons and stuff like that is very in-depth. So I love spending time with the Jazz Bums when it suits. You tend to spend a lot of time with them also because the videos are long and the streams that they do are long. So if you invest time, you invest a lot of time. And when the topic is right, few things beats a Jazz Bum stream. But what I also appreciate is that they have ventured outside of YouTube and started a community within the community on Discogs, on Discord. I don't think I've ever been part of a community where people are so nice to each other like on that Discord. It's such a cool place to just hang out. So for that, one of the channels that I've spent the most time with this year. The next, I just want to do a quick shout out to NTX Vinyl, because not mainly for the stuff that he has put out this year, maybe. I think I've seen most of it, but mostly for his back catalog. I went back and watched and rewatched a lot of his videos where the topic is about starting and owning a record shop. So starting up my shop this year, I took a lot of inspiration from his videos, learning from his mistakes and also learning from the things that worked for him. And even if he has physical stores, 3 of them in Texas, and focuses mostly on used records, it couldn't be further away from what I am doing with my online shop of new records. But there are so much to learn from his experience. So definitely one that I spend a lot of time with this year. Which brings us to Rachel's Ghost, which today is an institution here on YouTube. Rachel's Ghost is streaming live 3 hours every day, or at least 6 times a week, I think, 6 days a week, with topics mostly about records, mostly about music, but not always and not only. Rachel's Ghost has become like the get-together or the kindergarten of many of the content creators that I have talked about and I'm going to talk about going forward. So let's take Massey for an example. He does his own thing. He has his own stuff on Facebook groups and on the Hoffman forum, but he also several times a week appear on Rachel's Ghost channel, talking about music and his opinions on different topics. It's just amazing how this is put together, and all credit to Rachel. Fantastic thing to have. So thank you so much. I've spent a lot of time on the streams, talking a little bit on in the comments, but also appeared a couple of times on screen. And again, I don't take it for granted, but it's always nice knowing that 3 o'clock here in Sweden, Rachel is started to stream her show. It's soothing just knowing that it's there. 3 more to go. The one that I have spent the absolute most time with, hands down, like the most time with this year, is the In-Groove. Mike at the In-Groove. Not only because Mike is a great guy, he seems like a great guy anyway. He has vast knowledge when it comes to music and records. He owns a shop in Arizona, I think, and also an online shop. But the different topics of the videos that he does are so entertaining. Like not only the newly arrivals videos, which I love watching. I learn about pre-orders, and I learn about new records that has come out, so I know what I can put up in my shop. Big influence. He does shootouts, which are great. He has different pressings of the record, so when an audiophile press comes out, not only does he compare it to the other ones that he has, but he also gives his honest opinion. And this is not something that is on all channels, I have to say. It feels like when Mike is talking about a record, even if he sells that record today, he will give you his honest opinion about if this is as good as something else put out in history of that pressing, and even if it's good. I have heard him talk down records that I know he's selling in his shop, because and I think that this is important. His opinion is his own. My opinion is my own. And why won't you sell a record if someone else will enjoy the hell out of that record? But being honest, revealing what you really think of something is pretty cool. And since I started my shop talking about records that I'm also selling, I try to think of Mike when I talk about the record and the music, so I don't sell something when I talk about it. I actually talk about the record and the music and my opinion on it. It's hard, but Mike is doing a great job with that. And he does his live streams with Q&A, which I love. And if you go back, his back catalog of videos is just insane. So thank you so much, Mike. I've spent a lot of time on your channel. Next one is Michael45. I think I started following Mike pretty early when he started his channel, and due to his insane record collection and also his approach to talking about music and different pressings makes his videos so intriguing and entertaining, very entertaining. He can talk about Musik Konkret record, and I'm listening. It's nothing that I would buy or even listen to, but I listen to Mike talking about it. We are also very blessed that Mike has such a great collection of audiophile pressings and different reissues from back in the day. So when we get a new pressing, a new addition to something that is already out there sounding good, Mike often compare those two against each other and giving his opinion on which one is the best one. And I love that. I would never be able to do that, but Mike does it. We are so blessed. And again, I don't take it for granted. So much time, so much effort, and so much money put into those videos just to be able to show it to us for free. It's insane, but awesome. And I think that that's what everyone has in common in this YouTube world of ours, that we love making these videos and we gladly do them, and we gladly put down the time instead of listening to records or taking time with our family. We push record and we spew out our opinions and show the world our collections. Which brings us to the last one, and this is the number one that I want to highlight. My favorite channel of 2023, and it is What Can Brown. I think his name is Chris. We haven't interacted that much, and I hope to correct that in 2024. What Can Brown, I think that he started his channel, if it was last year or this year, I'm not sure, but I've been following his Instagram channel for a great while. He has shown some amazing jazz records, especially jazz records. Not only, but many Blue Note records, original pressing stuff that you and I can only dream of, but also other labels and records that is just, and a lot of the audiophile stuff that comes out nowadays. Chris is able to actually compare them to really good first pressings that he has, with the Newland, or if it's Impulse, or if it's Verve, or if it's the Tone Poets and Blue Note. I mean, it's so cool that we are able to get this knowledge and information. And Chris doesn't do anything half-assed. He goes deep down the rabbit hole. So if he puts out a review of a pressing or a record, he goes through everything. So when you are done with that 40-minute video, you know everything there is to know about that you would need to know about that release. And I have often this year thought about expanding my videos to a little bit more of a review sort of thing when it comes to different pressings or box sets and stuff like that. But as soon as I think of it, I think of Chris's videos, and I won't do it, because I would like, if I were to do it, I would like to do it like Chris does it, and I would never be able to do it like that. So I don't do it. I rather spend 40 minutes listening to Chris talk about a record instead. So yeah, What Can Brown, definitely the channel that has given me most this year, and I doubt that that would change if he continues to put out videos next year. So that's it. Obviously subscribe to the channels that I talked about and recommended. All of them are great, and if you are one of the ones that I talked about, if you watch this, thank you so much for putting out your heart and soul on YouTube, and your knowledge for us to take part of. Know this, that you are important and a big part of many of our lives, because we spend so much time with you guys. So give yourself a big pat on the back, and keep doing what you do, as long as you think it's something that gives you energy. And yeah, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.